Hey guys, Desiree and I just got back a few minutes ago from doing outreach to the homeless and the poor and the hungry on the streets of France. And you know, it's actually just totally a supernatural move of the Spirit with everything going on in Kenya and the UK, and now here in Paris. You know, God opening these doors to go to the hungriest souls, the hungriest hearts, and to feed them and nourish them. It's so precious, and you know, they're so ready to be ministered to, so hungry for the glory of God, so hungry for someone to show them love and appreciation. And you know, here in Paris anyway, they're used to having hundreds and thousands of tourists walk by and, you know, give them cash, give them food, give them substance, and they don't have that right now. And there are groups that are doing what they can to help and volunteer, and these people aren't completely neglected. But I'm telling you, the power of God and from just a little bit of love outpouring going amongst the people, because there are so many homeless here in France, just as there are in many cities. But there's really something precious going on in the spirit realm. We got to partake of that and actually see the impact. You know, and today we did some sandwiches. We'd like to try and find a way to do some hot food for Easter. We're going to go back out the next couple days here over Easter weekend and just keep giving to these people, because there are literally hundreds in need that are not. There's, you know, everything's closed. They can't even go into restaurants and get food. So it's really everything's so limited for them, and they're so happy, so thankful to have us someone reach out. And I can't even explain all the glory stories. We'll try and do some GoPro. You know, we wanted to kind of feel it out and really get to know these people and not just make it about the show. You know, even though it's important to give you guys insight, we're doing that right now. But we'll try and do some video as we go out again this weekend live. But really just impacting their hearts and bringing them the message of hope. And we preached, you know, the Good Friday message, what Good Friday was about, and delivered that message that, look, Jesus took all this pain for you, all the suffering, and He wants to feed your spirit. He's feeding your body, and we are representatives of Christ. We're feeding you His physical substance and His spiritual substance. And I'm telling you, they were so open for prayer. Just amazing times to really get to pour into them and reach out to their needs where they're at. And I've been part of ministries like this before in the States, and the hunger is so much even greater than normal, because everyone is dealing with the virus. You know, everyone is secluded and withdrawn. And so these people are so happy to receive us, and you know, and even that gives us an opportunity to go out and even within the confines of the quarantine, because we're caring for individuals who need this care. And so if you guys haven't seen the announcements, we're doing this in Kenya tomorrow. Revivalist Shadrach has full, I mean, it's just amazing the favor that's fallen on them to go do this assignment. They have t-shirts printed. They printed t-shirts in 2 days. We've already sent them some funds. We're going to send them more funds so that they can keep doing this all Easter weekend, to really represent Christ to the nations, you know, the nations of the earth, and shine the light and feed their souls and their spirits. And they've got t-shirts ready that says, you know, COVID-19 under your feet, with the Red Letter Ministries and their church logo on it. Like, they're just ready to go and take the city by storm. They have actually like crazy governmental favor, like local governmental favor, to go do this, and permission to go do this because they're now in quarantine as well. So we've run into rescue workers and humanitarian workers, and they're just so appreciative of the works we're doing. And the other thing is, the homeless are asking, aren't you guys scared of the virus? And we're like, no, we came into this virus for a purpose. We know who we serve. We know the kingdom we represent. We want you to inherit that kingdom. So there is such an amazing witness on this happening here in France. I know it will in Kenya, and also Steve up in London is doing a similar work. And he's taken in a family that he's ministering to right now that was homeless, and I believe he'll be doing more throughout the weekend as well. We're coordinating on that now, so it's just going to be a wild Easter weekend walking in the resurrected glory of God. What did you see today, Desiree?
The people were like really receptive, like really sweet. All the people, the homeless people, were really open to being like fed and being prayed for. A lot of people wanted to be prayed for. I feel like that's different than in America, so that was really cool. And I don't know, the Lord has been talking to me for like months about what you do to the least of these, you do to me. And so like being out and serving people feels like an honor. Just like serving the least is serving Jesus.
Absolutely.
At every level. Yeah. And so yeah, I just feel his heart on that so much. And I really feel the anointing whenever we're out like talking to people. I can feel it flowing. And like gifts that he's highlighted in my life that he's showing me how to use them whenever I'm out there with other people. Yeah.
Totally. It was amazing too. We have our one interpreter. I shared a video earlier. Go back and see that. Our beloved friend Kathleen. But as we went out today to go do this, we had a homeless person we reached out to the day before who came with us and like was kind of our guide and like he's our eyes on the ground. He walked with us like almost the whole time. And also we met another American citizen who's been here about, I don't know, what, 6 months? A year and a half? Okay. Longer than I thought. But it was all supernatural. We're in a store getting the last supplies we need. And the shopkeeper's like, wait, you need to meet this American. And he like ran out the door, left the store unattended to go get this like woman who lives upstairs above the shop. And she came with us. She met us and then she came with us on this outreach. And she was amazed. She's like, whoa, you guys, like, what is going on here? And she became friends with us too. And so just like supernatural favor. And she knew, English and French. And she also knows Arabic, which is another common language here. So God is really pooling together the people. And there's something happening here. And we're going to continue pressing into it because this is what God has given us as the vision for right now.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah, the Lord showed me, I had a vision of her coming with us before I met her. They were just talking about her, and he hadn't even gone to get her yet. And then he went out, and she's the one who said it. She's like, oh, can I come with you? And I was like, yeah, I already saw that. You're going to come. Yeah, that. And her brother, she's talking to me about her brother. Brother's like a worship teacher in the States. So, kind of in it.
Yeah. So he's forming teams supernaturally. I mean, we met our interpreter on the ground a week and a half ago. I mean, all of this stuff, we had no resources here. This has been the hand of the Lord completely. We're just going by what he's telling us to do, and this is what's been opening up. We're going to do that. We're going to go feed as many people as we can. We started with sandwiches today. Like I said, we'd like to do like a hot meal because these guys don't get hot meals. They would love a hot meal. If we can find a way, we're going to think tomorrow on what we can prepare and what we can heat up and bring out on Sunday that will feed a lot of people. There's literally hundreds in 2 or 3 parks within a mile from us, or even a half a mile. So it's like we can go feed hundreds of people on Easter. And we're trying to find a way that's sanitary, safe, and also helps it get distributed to everybody to get them some hot food. So and then also Kenya, we've got already, I think between 50 and 100 care packages ready there. We'd like to get several hundred more to continue the work there. So this is what is opening the doors. Jesus will always open doors where there is no door. He's the one who opens the door. This is the door he's opening right now. He's saying there is a way to continue to minister in my name and in my power and in my authority if you'll follow my will. And this is by far the easiest way, the most least disruptive, and a way to continue to actually help people who are in the most need and not let them be forgotten. So I just also remember too, this was crazy. One guy we talked to, he knew Russian. He didn't even speak French. Okay, and somehow Desiree is knowing what he's saying. And our interpreter, Kathleen, who I asked her after, I said, do you speak Russian? Because our other lady said he wasn't speaking French. And she's like, no. But she was interpreting everything he was saying to me. And Desiree got interpretation too. So supernatural interpretation was coming in our time out there. Just crazy, crazy sign. and wonder, like we're just like, what just happened? But the glory was manifesting, and this guy was so delighted, like his heart was speaking. That's really what was happening. His heart was so ecstatic to be fed with a good meal, and he received us. He received the Christ in us. We received the Christ in him. It was amazing. And so, we're inspired. We're going to keep going after this. This is a move of God the Father for an important purpose. And one of the last people, sometimes my interpreter was interpreting what I would pray for people, but this last lady, her name was Grace. She spoke no English. She understood no English. As far as I know, I'm praying for her. I'm not getting it interpreted. And literally after, just 30 seconds, 45 seconds of prayer, she's so overcome, so touched by the Spirit of the Lord. She's just weeping and wailing in the park. And, and Kathleen said, yeah, she's, she says thank you, and she's really touched, and she just wants to spend time with God now, and you really helped her be comforted, and so 2 really interesting interpretation times, or where the Spirit was just speaking. So we're going to keep going out and keep doing that, and we love you guys so much. Thank you for all your support. Help us, sow into this financially. This is the best way that you can get us to get more people fed. You're also keeping us here in France, and the works in Kenya, the same thing. So look, if you want to be a part of that, this is the best opportunity to be a part of something that the hand of God himself is doing on the earth in this hour. I know many of you have blessed us so much already, and I just want to call more of you. Look, I know there's so many of you personally who have not given into the works of God, who have not given into a church because you've seen manipulation, or you've seen it, whatever the purpose is. You have an opportunity right now to actually affect the nations of the earth, the people of the earth who need it most. And just make even a small contribution into this, or, and some of you have made grand contributions. We will feed more people with more resources. We'll keep going after this. Look, I already saw today. I was like just remarking with Desiree. I was like, yep, we just paid the grocery bill. Literally within 5 minutes of us paying the grocery bill, we got all the increase right back to cover the groceries, so we could go get more groceries tomorrow. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go invest what we have. We're going to go get more food and let it multiply. And this is the work of God right now. This is like what he's saying to do. He's shining a light on his saints. I want you guys to receive the inheritance of that. I want you guys to participate in the awakening of the nations, in the feeding of the hungry people, to totally partake in this. So what a wonderful reward. You guys are literally financially partnering in the nation of France, the nation of Kenya, the nation of the UK. Like, incredible opportunity. So that's what's available. The pool is listed above. That will come right to Desiree and I, and we will distribute funds as well into Kenya. You can also donate through the ministry, redlettermin.com. Either way, whatever you prefer, it'll get to us. And we just love you guys so much, and thank you for all the love and the support we've been continuing to get. It's just been blessing us richly. You have anything else to add, Desiree?
I forgot it all.
Well, we're going to come on live here in just a few minutes again with the broadcast for the night, but we're so overwhelmed. So we'll talk some more with you guys in a little bit. Love you so much, and we'll see you later.
You're getting blasted.
It's like 24/7 around here.